Hey, what's up? It's your boy Antidote, chopping it up at the OG's Barbershop. I want to put a shout out to my Sparky and Dust Studios, Mark Wiley, aka Night Train, Omar Menares, aka Shorty P the Country Rascal, my boy Turtle Man. Even shout out to Rome up in Kansas City. Much love for y'all giving me a chance to put my music on record. It wouldn't be possible where I'm at today if it was for y'all giving me that chance. I want to say appreciate that. I'll shout out to my homeboy Kinkus for getting on the collaborations with me on several songs, and Turtle Man as well. And love to all my 316 artists out there that got love for your boy Antidote. I appreciate it. Again, we chopping it up at Barbershop. OGs, baby.
What's up, Wichita? You're locked into another episode of Choppin' It Up at the Barbershop, sponsored by OG's Barbershop and Build Entrepreneurs, a nonprofit dedicated to building dreams. Today, I'm here with music artist Antidote. Thank you so much for joining us today, Antidote.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.
For the viewers who are new to your music, can you give us a little bit of background on yourself? Where did you grow up? What got you started in music?
Yeah, I was born in Newton, Kansas. Growing up, I had a lot of struggles with my family on welfare, and my dad was alcoholic, so there's a lot of abuse and stuff like that in the home. So we ended up residing in Wichita later on the north side, and I went to Pleasant Valley Middle School, where I ended up being involved with some gangs and stuff like that. That's where I ended up being exposed to that kind of stuff. At 15, I had ended up going to juvenile prison for burglary and theft and stealing, basically just living a gangster lifestyle that I thought at one time was the way, because I didn't feel so much love at home. As I got older, I started to pursue like drug dealing and stuff after I got out of juvenile prison. And age 24, I got worse, and 25 years old, I ended up going to prison. But before all that happened, I had two beautiful boys that inspired me to do different things as I walked out of that prison. And here I am today. I'm off parole. Like I said, I was in prison. I facing 10 years on another case that just I cannot believe, but the man above got me through it. He's the only one that knew I was innocent on that case. And to sit here and go from serving 25 months to where I almost had 10 years on top of that to being out and not having to do that and found innocent on all charges, and to be able to speak about it in my music is beautiful. To me, music is therapy, and it's what gets me through every day. I write about the pain I've been through, the misery, disloyalty, friends, everything you can think of that any of y'all out there can experience as personal issues. And my music basically is based on my pain, experiences, and the things that I see that hurt my heart.
When I first found your music, I could hear the struggle in the lyrics. I could feel the personal experiences that you chose to share. I do have three songs in particular I wanted to talk to you about. I want to start with Clearing My Vision. We're going to go ahead and play a little snippet of that song right now.
In this game, I ain't doing no fishing. Just a thug in these streets of high rates and visions. Before you step a demon, think about my lyrical incisions. Man, I'm clearing my vision, making proper decisions. Forget these tricks in this game, I ain't doing no fishing. Just a thug in these streets of high rates and visions. Before you step a demon, think about my lyrical incisions. Yeah, it's your boy Demon.
Very powerful song, Clearing My Vision, just showing your growth. Can you tell me what was your inspiration behind that song?
Basically, Clearing My Vision was more of a song to say that finally my vision is cleared from so much darkness, and I didn't have no light to see. And with being in prison and being away from my children to experience that, it brought a lot of hurt. So with getting out, I finally cleared my vision from all the bad things that I was doing. So clearing my vision is basically going from negative to a positive, person, So that's basically what that is. It's basically I overcome many obstacles.
For the people out there going through the struggle as well, definitely use that song as a source of inspiration. Every struggle that you go through is temporary. Antidote, I really personally want to thank you for sharing that song. I feel like it's going to do a lot of good things in the community for people who don't feel like they have an out. I mean, you're a role model. If you can make it through as many struggles and trials and tribulations that you've been through, than anyone can, right?
Definitely. Recently, I just had actually a really, really, really close friend of mine that just passed away back June 10th of this year. So that's what I was actually had the mic put down for a little while. I was going through a little bit of anybody that's out there lost like a best friend that used to be in around every day, and then it just gets taken from you. It gets that's where you find your true power if you got the heart to keep going through that. And I'd actually have a tribute I'm working on right now that is actually done being written. I did actually put a little video clip on Facebook, and I did get a lot of love and a lot of respect on it, and I appreciate that to all the ones that did that for me. But I appreciate y'all having me here as well.
All right, the next song I'd like to talk about is Letter of Truth. Let's go ahead and play that clip right now.
Now talk, Antidote, baby. Let's save our children. Too many kids dying from this nonsense. Too many. We only got one life to live, baby. One, baby. If nothing else, pay attention what I say. Child killed by bullet accidentally in the way. How would you feel your child killed by a stray? I'm sure to make you want revenge. Things you do you never.
Letter of Truth. Tell us, what inspired you to write that song?
Well, Letter of Truth is something that was real deep for me, as well as others out there would know that we see a lot of kids being killed from a gang violence, drive-by shootings, stray bullets, and I'm against that. I'm against it strongly. And I don't have no problem with any gangs out there, making money, do whatever you're doing by all means, but at least give our children a chance that we didn't have. That's all I ask is to save our kids from being killed by stray bullets, and that's what that song's about. It's the truth. So I wrote a letter about it. That's why I call it Letter of Truth, because it's the truth, and people need to hear it. And hopefully it gets to some of y'all's heads that we're losing too many kids in these streets from our negativity and our gang violence.
What I'd like to add is people were furious. There was so much backlash on Facebook whenever Michael Brown was killed by the police. However, in that same week, there was an 8-year-old boy who was shot in a drive-by, and not a thing was said about it. So I think you're bringing light to issues that we try to ignore. But this is something, one child lost is one too many. What a powerful song. My last song that I'd like to talk to you about is Society Sick. Let's go ahead and listen to that clip.
Fight for this. But the system keep using me, judging, denying me quick.
Man, society sick.
Curses to fall, obsessed with the new fall line. We going broke trying to ball, doing almost anything to shine. Use people, love things, baby that's just the way of the world. Instead of the way it's supposed to be. That's not what I was taught, but it is what I learned. Fools act hard cause they scared as hell.
Society Sick, your inspiration behind it.
Society Sick is more of a song about how our communities need to be cleaned up. We don't appreciate life as much as we should. A lot of people, as parents growing up, need to get a hold of our kids a little bit better, because show them love is what they need. Give them the love that they deserve, the love that we never had, or some of you never had growing up. Don't make them go down the same path we went. That's why our community and our society is sickening to see kids joining gangs for the reason why they're joining gangs, and why our society is so sick, and how people pay attention to the things that don't have no importance to it. Something that needs value is the society that we live in. That's our community. That's where we live. It's the air we breathe every day. So let's clean it up. Stop being so sick and help our children get that education. And Society Sick it speaks a lot about that.
Antidote, my last question. Your lyrics are so powerful. What would be the ultimate dream for you to see from your music and the change it brings to the community?
I would be happy I'll go ahead and skip to a part that actually happened to me a while back. I was speaking to a few kids one time, and then later on that kid came up to me and said that he was 13 years old, said he no longer wanted to be a part of any gangs or anything and that my words had inspired him. So to see that being done, I know it could be done, not just by me, but with the help of others. And what I want my music to do is to explain to our children and explain to these people out here about what's really going on. And I hope that one day we can all appreciate life more than what we do. And my music speaks the pain that I went through. Let's not go through it twice.
Antidote, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me again.
Whether your dreams are big or small, Build Entrepreneurs can help build them all. I'm Demi Weber, and you were locked into another episode. Until next time.